I loves me some 1 degree of chunky B.
Astoglow is much. We joke about it a lot, but can you see? Because I got a face like a fisherman. Everyone is,
We're just starting the podcast with
Astoglow. Check it out, dude. You guys are good to us, and it's so easy. Before the sun, after the sun, during the sun, and then you got the liquid stuff, people.
Yeah, you can drink that stuff.
We talk about this and we joke about it, but this sponsor has not left our side, and we are smoother for it.
That's right.
And this liquid here,
Yeah.
it's starting to slip into the world. Pro athletes are starting to sip on this. It helps within.
What I do is I get a nice big Merlot glass and fill that sucker up and just sip it throughout the night.
It is a good year.
It's good.
Speaking of good year, bam. Hello, Venice Duck. Quack, quack, quack. When you want to get your quack on, you always go to the duck. Don't get a six-pack, buy a flock.
Oh, my God.
They need to be paying us
right?
for these great sayings.
Or at least giving us some beer.
Yeah, we're running dry over here, fellas. Wink, wink, nudge,
I'm
nudge.
on the Hansons.
Oh, Lord. Hey, you guys, he's back in the Garage of Love. You see him. You can hear his voice. He goes by the name of Gary Adler. He is the executive producer, and he is alive, everybody.
Thank you, Chunky B. Thank you. Yeah, I went into a self-induced coma.
You got yourself, and you got your panties in a knot.
Oh,
it was the
boy.
election.
Me and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
True that.
It wasn't just me.
That's a whole nother marathon of shows. So we're going to keep it light.
We're not
going to
touch on that this time.
But you know what it does to scare a guy like me?
Yeah.
When you always bust my chops if I don't respond to you within the feel good time.
A millisecond of when I text you.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, tonight, dude. Nothing.
Yeah.
Especially we had dinner plans before the show,
Yeah.
and then I get a text from your wife saying he's sleeping.
Yeah, and I was already way up into Panga Canyon.
Right. You're not coming for last week's meeting when we had Dan and Green.
I miss Dan and Green, and I love Dan and Green.
Yeah, he's a funny individual.
I got to say something though. The way the camera was, he looked like Brad Williams, like the black Brad Williams. You know what I mean?
Did he look?
He's so small. Like we have to really work on this. I think we have to scoot this whole thing over this way.
Did he really look?
Oh my God, it was hysterical.
Andy Davey, our technician, technical director, he is not even here tonight. So we can't even bust his balls in person. So we should do it behind his back on this podcast.
Like you did to me last time.
Andy, I was gentle. Andy Davey, look at me, dude. You need to start thinking television and radio, okay? We all just don't read signs, okay?
Not still images.
Yes, okay? There's moving audio and moving
Watch this. Here, I'm doing it now.
Yeah, okay, boom.
Yeah, look at this.
What are you doing?
I'm switching cameras.
Oh, you're right.
Just show them what to do. Yeah.
Try that. Oh, and you know something? Andy Davey actually confessed to me after we did our podcast with Dan and Green. He goes, I don't want to do this with if I got to talk and switch at the same time. Tell Adler his job is safe.
Oh, he can't do that?
No, he got a headache. He was like multitasking.
What's up? He can't do that?
He can't be switching and talking.
What's up? He can't do that?
No. But anyway, Andy's great. But I got nervous because I thought maybe with all the pressures of the election and your kids doing this, that, and other thing, and you're driving around, and I thought maybe you drove off the road and got hurt.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you to think.
Yeah. So that's why I was like doubling up my. So your wife did text back.
I can tell you exactly what happened. I was gonna. Our whole department gonna leave early that day. It was the day after the election. Because no one was getting anything done. Everyone was just like, doom and gloom, the end of the world, the sky is falling. Orange Julius Caesar wins the election somehow.
Oh, God.
So I get out early and I tell my wife, hey, I can go to Beck's football game because I'm getting out early. I want to go see his. I haven't seen one because they play at like 4:00.
Right.
So she goes, great, I can go home and you can go pick him up. And I go, yes, I'm happy to do that for you. So I went to his game. I watched him play. He played great, by the way. He got the winning touchdown. You saw it.
Of course, yeah. You sent me the footage. I love it.
It's ridiculous. And
it's ridiculous.
And then I just spaced out and took him home, man.
You went to the mothership.
And
you left the planet,
Yeah,
dude.
I went home and I literally just crawled into my bed and fell asleep.
Because she texted me around 7.
That's
and
when
said
I was passed out.
You snapped into a coma, basically. I was worried that, I told her to check your pulse.
Yeah, it was a rough one, man.
Yeah.
You know?
But we did our best to carry
You guys
through.
did a great
But
podcast.
you
I
are
listened to
missed.
it this morning.
I'll tell you the truth. You are truly missed when you're not here. I don't want to put Andy in that.
You don't want to live anymore?
I can't live if living is without you. But relatively good moods. Everything's clicking.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous because my 17-year-old daughter, and she doesn't want me to say this, but she has failed her written test multiple times for her driver.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I'm going to tell
she's
you.
older than Westy, right? Yeah, she's a year older.
Yeah, she's off to college next year.
Wow.
So she gets her permit today, and this is what she says to me. Just like an hour ago before you got. Dad, can you come pick me up at my boyfriend's so I can drive home?
With you in the passenger seat?
Yeah. I go, Riley, you took your test today, and you think you're going to go from like LAX, where our boy lives near, up in Westchester, drive this time of night with traffic in the dark with your lights on?
Right.
Goes,
As your maiden voyage.
Yeah, that's
right?
that's how you're going to start. And when my son Jack, we just did we went around a parking lot in a donut once. Okay, get out, that's enough.
Yeah.
So Riley, that's what I'm afraid of. She's going to start thinking it's easier and less of a responsibility because nothing's her fault, and she's the victim of everything, and it's going to be tough breaking her into the rules because this is something that you have to put your foot down.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
I'm not going to throw her in the driver's seat, me in the passenger seat, and think everything's cool. She's going to need a double, But God bless her. Thanks for Riley.
I've been living with that for a while, though. West is 17. He's been driving for a year. And he drives up and down that canyon almost every day. And that scares the shit out of us.
I went down and checked out the surf a couple mornings ago.
Yeah.
And there he was, surfing the longboard. Looking like such a beach individual. What's his Instagram?
His Instagram is west.adler.
You guys, West.
Like the direction, west.
Yeah. Check this guy out. He is the epitome of a beach dude.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of work. He's doing a 2-day shoot in Palm Springs this week or next week, and doing a Levi's thing. He's doing good.
Yeah. And his hair. Where'd he get that hair?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I used to have hair like that, believe it or not.
On your back?
It wasn't too long ago. I know, for real. Like when I traveled around the world, which I was lucky enough to do one time in my life.
Right on.
Took me 10 months. I had hair like that. I was 26, 27.
Right on. All right.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, so that's all going good. Closing the windows. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little chilly. The clock change and all that. So we
That's
get
true.
so I got to put the heat on in the morning. And winter's coming, and I know you're going to say, "Oh God, I hope it's a wet winter." The wetter,
we've
the better.
had a huge drought here.
True. Really?
I'm kidding. Oh, sorry, man. No, we've had a drought for 5 freaking years.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's been dry as hell, and we want a little rain. And it did rain like a couple weeks ago, if you recall. I live up in Topanga Canyon now.
Right.
So I'm coming down the canyon, and lo and behold, the guy in front of me is washing his windshield. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
So no.
Is that what you got all excited?
The drought continues.
The drought continues. So
Yeah,
you're thinking it's raining, and the dude in front of you.
I got a little excited.
You got to stop eating a paint chips in the morning, dude.
That's true,
That Topanga is making you.
Oh, you think I'm becoming a hippie?
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Topanga Canyon.
Canned Heat
It is.
was the band from Topanga Canyon.
It's a great musical community.
I know.
But what's happening?
Jim Morrison hung out up there.
Right.
Neil Young.
It was a getaway for hippies, and it was like that was everyone hid up in the mountains.
That's right.
And then within the last 20 years, the people with money started buying up there, and now it's
It's kind of a hip place to live.
yeah, it's hip.
Yeah, but it's still old hippies. It's just old rich hippies.
right.
That's really what it is.
Right.
Like everyone's still, all vegan up and everything.
There's a lot of vegans. It's horse country up there, and
Yeah, we live in an actual neighborhood, sort of at the top of Topanga, and we found out because Halloween was just happening that our neighborhood is where all the Topanga kids go to trick or treat
Because
they live in these canyon homes, and you got to walk like 6 miles to your
no,
neighbor.
you can't go trick or treat.
You can't trick or treat there, so they all come up to our neighborhood, and we got 250 kids. I want to say came to my door.
Wow,
crazy, dude.
No, not one kid came to my door, nor were they allowed, and for legal reasons, I can't discuss that.
Oh no, I know the details. I was here.
I
was here.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Let's do a little recap because we did a little promo for Subway Doodle, but we'll talk about it quickly. Subway Doodle was awesome. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you're tuning in now and you're a Subway Doodle fan and this is how you found us, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow because I know there is a level of likability.
Yeah.
Okay. We work in television. We worked in radio. We work in Los Angeles. And I'm not giving up on this podcast until we
give up. I mean, it's starting to spike.
I know we're starting to flow.
Yeah.
And Subway Doodle and the Subway Doodle fans, you guys are dedicated, loyal, and I love what I was reading on our Facebook. 1 Degree of Chunky B. Continue messaging us, even if it's not about the doodle. We're communicators. We love the chat. We'll talk to you.
That's right.
If you got something to say, don't be a d-bag, and But anyway, no, check it out. We are so grateful.
Yeah,
and we've got the winners, and I know you've saw this on Facebook, but Rachel Belcher, Brian Ospina, Katie, Rosano, and Paul Zerhide,
all winners, man.
And you get a choice between the paper print
or the wood print. And you can go to subwaydoodle.com and check out which print you want to pick out, and send us your address.
Doodle guy, thanks
listen,
for doing
if
that.
you're just a fan of Subway Doodle and you want to buy a print, they're $100. You go there, you buy one, you get one,
and it motivates so much creativity. Here's some of the messages. The vibe of the message is such a feel good. Art.
People love the Subway Doodle.
Right. It's reality and imagination merging perfectly together.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, he's getting all kinds of calls from all kinds of people. I don't want to talk about it for him, but I do know some things, and they're all good.
And once again, where are we?
Well, we did it all for him.
We basically, got his career started.
I mean, he does the drawings,
Boom. But look at us now. Once again, bringing it to the people.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We're a conduit.
That's
of
right.
Just joy and happiness. Sometimes, not so. But we're real. And we dig each other, and we dig.
Wow, that got a little creepy there, Chunk.
I started to creep myself
I mean, I
out.
dig you too, but I wouldn't say it out loud to everybody like that.
I wouldn't brag about it.
But speaking of segues, Ben Glebe, I was hanging out with him yesterday, and he was on our 100th episode, and he's a very funny man.
Funny comedian, host of Idiot Test.
That's right.
On the game show.
And he was giving enough of his time to come here on our 100th episode.
Yeah. So, he's a very busy guy.
He was so funny yesterday, man. We did a bunch of promos for Game Show Network. He's doing holiday wraparounds, and we had him in this Rat Pack mid-century modern Palm Springs home, decorated, like holidays. We had carolers in there,
But was it all green screen?
No, it was all a set. It was beautiful.
It was a real set?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we had a bar, and he had Santa's helpers, these hot girls that were hanging out with him. He was eating it up, man. And just had so much fun. And, the writer-producers on the show did a great job, and everybody just came together and did a nice job.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all nice and fluffy. I will jump over this table if you didn't bust his balls about a rematch.
Okay, I'll tell you the story.
Break it down. Did you get to him?
Okay, so he's fucking with his makeup, off to the side.
Right.
He's got all his people around, the writer-producers there, and I hear, because I'm sitting at the Video Village, that's where I hang out.
Right.
I'm watching surfing and watching the monitor at the same time. And I hear, Adler beat me in ping pong to 11, like that, right? And everyone starts chuckling, ha, 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 ha. Right. And I go, Excuseville called. They want their excuse back. And then I hear oh. I said, Ben, still waiting for a rematch call. And he said, okay, it's coming. So hopefully me and you can get to his house one of these days.
Yeah, we have to. So just keeping you guys up to speed, it's Ben Glebe, and he brags about his talent of ping pong. And I know he's got game, but we did not. I'm not kissing up to Glebe, but I truly believe that he didn't get a fair shake at you. One
Agree.
quick game with no.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a rematch, and what we'll do is we'll shoot that live. We'll Facebook it, or
We'll do something.
We'll do something about
But
it.
he'll never call the rematch.
I'll make
'cause
it happen.
he knows.
I'll force him.
He
bug
knows,
him.
dude. He saw the glimmer of
I think
the pain to come.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
I think you're so wrong.
So what about you, man?
I'll tell you what's
You
happening.
got a dog shit update for me?
Why do you say that?
Well, because you're sort of obsessed with how people take out the dog shit, and I
I've
remember.
got one thing. If someone says
All right,
to
go
me
ahead.
on a daily basis, what is a bizarre thing you have that's like maybe not talked about?
Right.
I don't know.
It's not quite a phobia,
It's a twitch or something.
an obsession of some sort.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I need to talk about this because I
ahead.
don't know if other people have it.
Let's hear it.
And it
You
doesn't.
you have touched on it,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
Okay. I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. I drive down the street and I see people walking their dogs.
Yeah.
And I always think, wow, that person is walking a dog and proudly walking down the sidewalk with a sack of shit.
Right. A bag of shit in there.
But yeah, right. And I'm like, that bothers me.
Right.
And I know it's got to be cleaned up and it can't be thrown into sewers. I know there's no choice but to properly get rid of that sack of shit at the soonest time possible.
Why the soonest time possible?
Because I walk down the street with my dog, and I don't want to make eye contact with the cars because they know I got a bag of shit. It makes me feel like, oh, look at that dude.
Yeah, he's carrying his dog's feces.
It just bothers me. So
Doesn't matter. You can have like a Harrods bag, and it's
Right.
still a bag of shit.
But I will have a tendency, if the garbage cans are out, I will throw my bag of shit into a stranger's garbage can.
See, I think that's not cool. I give that the not cool.
I know something not cool about it because I do the look around.
Right, so you know it's not cool.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what's even not cooler is the reason why you can do that is because the garbage cans are on the street. And the reason why the garbage cans are on the street is because the garbage truck probably just came. So you're putting your dog shit in an empty bag that's got to be there for 7 days.
It's okay.
That's not cool.
Oh God.
7 days.
People get back to me on this. Message me on Facebook.
I think I'm right here.
I will take that risk,
I call foul.
but it's a garbage can. It's never coming in. It's never coming into your house. It's never going to. Like,
Doesn't matter.
it's
Your
in-
garbage
it's a
can
knotted
should
plastic
smell like
bag.
your garbage.
is it really? You can't throw
I
garbage.
don't want to smell,
that
someone
what-
else's dog shit in my can, bro.
Then
When
maybe.
they can just go another 20 yards and put it
Okay.
in their can.
But it's 20 yards.
So what?
I saw a man the other day walking down the street, and I know he lives 3 blocks away. It was in the morning,
Okay.
just like you said, after the cans were out, and I was bringing my cans in my front yard. I saw this gentleman that I've only exchanged maybe 7 sentences
Right.
in the last 20 years. He lives a couple blocks away, and his dog comes by, and I'm like, you know something? It's my turn to make up for my poop mental thing.
Okay.
And I said to the guy, hey, I see you have a bag
Of
of
dog,
dog
shit.
shit. Throw it in my can.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like anal sex.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. I'm talking about a mental situation I have.
It sounded like a scene I had played out in my head.
Okay, so the man's coming down the street, and I see that he's got a sack of shit.
Okay.
And he's got his little fluffy white dog.
Right.
And I said,
Does he refuse or does he take you up on your offer?
Check this out.
All right.
I open the can and say, so I don't even have to grab it from his hands.
Right. Just toss
I
it in
just like,
there,
"Hey, dude,
pally.
toss it in.
Yeah.
And he paused for a millisecond, and I saw the brain. He's just downloading every little bit of information he can for
A
that split
politically
second.
correct information.
And he goes, "No thanks, I got it."
I respect that.
No, why? I'm saying, dude, I will take that bag of shit.
That's
Give me your
that's one of the commandments, I think.
No, But where do I stand in his eyes in the scale of humanity where he doesn't even trust me to properly throw away his...
Maybe he's been building a case against you because you've thrown so much shit in his can.
No.
And he's like, I don't want to like take one of those back because I need the ammo.
Think about you. You're walking down the street. You got a bag of shit. You got 3 more blocks to go. You know your dog already dropped the deuce. It's not going to happen. Some dogs multi-poop. Okay, I got that. Okay, this guy's dog does not.
Okay.
And I sit there and say, hey, throw your shit in my can.
I probably would have done it, depending on where I was in the neighborhood.
How do you not do that?
Okay, but wait, hang on. Let's say if I'm more than 6 houses away, I will throw my shit in your can. However, if I am less than 6 houses away, I got this.
Why?
Because I'll throw it in my can.
Why do you want your dog poop?
I don't want, it's not that what I want. I don't want you throwing yours in mine. So I'm not going to do it just to give you permission.
Reversal.
I don't want to give you permission to do it to me.
I don't know where this guy lives. I just don't.
But that's what that is. Man.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't want to give you permission to do it.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he was looking at me like, dude, I put you below my dog shit. I don't trust you properly throwing away my dog's poop.
I just don't think he liked your can.
Oh, why do you have to go right to the gutter every time? Okay, people, I'm serious, and this is not something I just made up to bitch on this podcast. I've had this thing since I realized that people walk around with turds in their hand with a bag, and I am uncomfortable with it. And when I offered a stranger
Your can.
to throw away,
You opened your can to a stranger, Chucky.
see what I'm doing with
You really did.
Oh,
Did you turn
sweet
away
baby
from him
Jesus.
first?
Oh, baby, help me, people, help me. So maybe that's me. I'm going to explore this subject.
I think I think you're being a little ridiculous.
My feelings were hurt that he could not even trust me
With
with,
his
properly disposing of his own dog shit. No, I got this. I'll take this home.
Because
think?
he doesn't. You don't think he. You know what? Maybe he didn't want you getting his dog's DNA. Maybe he thinks you're some weirdo, trying to get Fluffy's DNA for some kind of forensics or something.
All right, I'm going to let this go, but there is I have an issue. Maybe I need to seek therapy. Maybe Caesar, the dog whisperer. Is there like a poop whisperer?
My first dog's name was Caesar. It was a Doberman Pinscher, and it saved me because I fell in the canal.
Oh my God!
I swear to God.
People, seriously, if you see me on the street
I
and you have a
swear
bag of
to
shit,
God.
hit me in the head with it, then shoot me.
There was a lot of dog shit around when I was a kid. Weren't you too, right? Because nobody cleaned their shit up.
Yeah, but here's another story. So, right next door, right here, this one guy has been letting a dog shit on the sidewalk right in front of his gate. Happened more than 3 times. Someone's trying to sabotage, and so finally he wrote a letter.
What, your neighbor?
Yeah, so the dog's shitting. And
Who did he write a letter to?
So my neighbor, whoever that guy is.
Does he know who he is?
No, but he put a thing on like, hey, listen, clean your dog shit. And if you got a problem with that, the gate is open. Why don't you come on, knock on my door, and we'll talk about your dog shit.
Right.
Like it was like a little nasty note.
And
he
that was
taped.
your immediate neighbor?
Yeah, it's still up.
Yeah.
When you walk out, look
Okay,
over
I'll
there.
check
He's
it
like,
out.
yeah, it's like the neighborhoods. So this shit's getting out of hand.
Ah.
Oh man! Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That I'm going to tell you, and I truly believe I'm going to tell America and the world, it rarely ever happens, and it happened to me the other day. And I bet you can't even say, "Oh God, it happened to me."
Okay.
I'm not even sure anybody in the very near future can say, "Damn, Chunky, yeah, that happened to me."
Let's hear it.
I made a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and at the exact same sandwich, I ran out of jelly and ran out of peanut butter at the exact same time. Perfectly made peanut butter and jelly sandwich, not one jelly left, not one peanut butter left.
Damn, dude.
It emptied at the same
That's
time.
professional. That's professional.
Think about that. What are the
Yeah.
odds?
Yeah, what are the chances there? Because usually there's a lot less jelly. You probably had to, that was your second jar of jelly on that one peanut butter too.
No, I'm not going over the numbers.
No, but you know what I'm saying. It
Right,
usually
right,
takes
sure.
like 2 jars of jelly for 1 jar
Right.
of peanut butter.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact ratio is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I buy bigger jellies, small jellies. But these particular two things met, finished, died together. That's
awesome.
loyalty. That's
You
peanut
know
butter
what?
and
That's
jelly.
a perfect marriage.
That is, yeah. If you're gonna go, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
And it got manipulated organically.
Who went first?
Well, the peanut butter.
So you spread peanut butter
Dude,
first?
here's the deal. So you know this, and I don't even want to bore our people. You put the peanut butter on. You put the jelly on top
Of the peanut butter. Thank you.
Yes.
Not the other bread.
You don't know, and then put it
No. Thank you.
Yeah. So
And it takes a special skill to do it correctly. And if you ain't got that special skill and you got to put it on the bread part, then you shouldn't be making a peanut butter and jelly.
I'm not here to pitch, but if you go to our YouTube page,
Oh, you got some
Chunky
PB&J
B. Go to
sandwiches.
Chunky B.
Yeah.
That's our channel, and you look up there, and I make a peanut butter jelly sandwich safely with the safety guy.
That's right. I think it's a 4-minute piece.
It's a 4-minute piece.
Yeah.
I know you think that's too long, but there's some details to a safe peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That is true.
It's mandatory.
And the first is protective eyewear.
Because safety doesn't take a 5. You know something? A lot of people think safety's funny. Sure, it will keep you in stitches, but it's no laughing matter.
Oh man, it's neither right now. it's both of those things.
Should we just cue the crickets?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen,
Speaking of which, can I give a shout out to one of our super friends?
yeah.
Can
of course,
I?
Of course.
Unless you have something else
no,
on the agenda.
No.
So listen, this guy lives in Nashville, New Hampshire. He has a son, and they're both fans of the show. His name is Edward LaPierre, and his son is named Landon. And
Landon LaPierre?
Yeah.
That's a great
they're
name.
super cool people. And Ed and I worked together at the Chart House in Coconut Grove, Florida, when I was 18, 19.
We've talked about your early jobs, but
Yeah.
you were in a grill?
Yeah, well, I started as a busboy, as a dishwasher. Then I was a busboy. Then I was salad guy, and now the salad at the Chart House, 64 items, was in front of the grill. So the grill, I got to know the grill guys real quick, and they had a very acute sense of humor, especially to the salad guy.
Right.
So they busted my chops, all night.
I
We
can't-
would go back and forth.
If you're a salad guy,
Oh,
you're
my
going to
God.
get your balls busted.
Absolutely.
Just as you're telling me this,
Yeah.
so much is going through my mind, and this is what just came out.
Yeah.
Salad guy. They must have called you Caesar, and you were from Dallas because Dallas is salad backwards.
Is that right?
Yeah, and you lived on a ranch, but you're originally from 1,000 Islands. But as you grew, got to know you, you were actually not even from America. You were from Planet Crouton.
Oh, boy. Did you just make that up?
Yeah, it's
Are you free flowing right now?
I'm free flowing.
Or is this some Muffin Kentucky shit, bro?
No.
That's what it
This
sounds
is free
like.
flowing.
This is some Muffin Kentucky.
No, it's not. Never ever.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll give it
But
to you.
Caesar.
Yeah, you can call me Caesar.
I'm
That's
from
my
1,000
dog's first
Islands.
name.
I used to live on a ranch. I see you speaking with an accent.
That's right. So anyway, I would they would bust my balls, and then eventually I got on the grill line. So I was saute guy, and I did the prime rib, the Alaskan king crab legs, sauteed mushrooms. So that was my gig,
Right.
and it was just a
How long were you there?
riot, man.
Restaurant business sucks.
Yeah, but I would I was going to college, and on my summer breaks, I would work there.
Oh yeah.
And then I lived across the street in a 1-bedroom apartment with 5 other cooks. And it was just mayhem all the time. And we had the keys to the joint. So we would get fucked up after work. You know how the restaurant business is.
Yeah.
We would go over to this place, Monty Trainers, and just get fucking hammered with all those people. Then we'd just do a bunch of fucking blow. And then we'd smoke a bunch of weed. And then we'd take the keys at 3 in the morning, go to the Chart House, make the most delicious omelets you've ever had in your life.
Oh my God.
And then, we'd have to be back in there at 6 a.m. to prep for that night. And that's just how it went. And it was just fucking
Isn't that just a privilege?
crazy,
There
dude.
was no cameras back then. No security cameras and
No.
shit like that. If you
No,
had
we
keys-
had the cook's lounge back by the air conditioner where we were all just getting baked, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah, super fun, man. And I just want to shout out to Ed and Landon and, if anyone else, is listening that I was hanging out with back then. There was one guy, I'm sure he was gay. I don't know what his name is. But he, one of the cooks, he would kick us all to the pool at least like once a week and just clean the whole place because it was filthy.
It had to be.
It was disgusting.
I don't even want to think.
And this guy would just, whoo, and we would be out by the pool just getting baked and having fun. And then, 3 hours later, the place was immaculate.
Nice. The good old days.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just living for the moment. Just living.
I remember I had a date one night, and we were out by the pool, and somebody gave me a Plastidil. And it was like this purple pill about that big. There's a Sharpie cover right there. And it's like a horse tranquilizer. And I remember taking it, and I'm sitting there talking to this girl, and I'm not my date, but this other girl. And in the middle of the sentence, I just hit the ground, like, poof,
out.
And
down goes Adler.
Yeah, the boys dragged me to my bed, and the next thing I remember, just this blonde chick shaking me, going, "What did you do to him? What did you do to him?" And my buddy Ed going in his Nashua, New Hampshire, accent, just going like, "I think he's out for the night." I think he's out for the night.
By the way, that was the worst accent.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting up, honey. And I was just like, I could sort of hear it, like I was under at the dentist's
Adler
office.
has left the building.
Yeah, that was too funny, man.
Oh,
But
my
those
God.
boys they were hilarious. They were all from Boston and New Hampshire, and they worked at the Chart House there. And when they opened it in Coconut Grove, they flew down to help open the Chart House, and I was just part of that whole thing. And great time in my life for sure.
Being a New Yorker, right? You had the reputation of pizza. Okay, I never worked in a pizzeria, but I've always told people when I came out here, I was looking for investors for my for a pizzeria.
Yeah.
And if you're a New Yorker and you know anything about pizza, New Yorkers will say it's something in the New York water. It's some
The
kind
dough.
of yeah, that's good for the dough. That makes the perfect dough taste.
That's right.
And it's the perfect pizza, East Coast pizza, because there's something in the New York water. So I went into a restaurant, this is years ago, in Hollywood, and I said, I see a sign. It says, you guys have a New York pizzeria.
Uh-huh.
I'm a New Yorker. Why do you call yourself a New York pizzeria? He goes, I ship my water from Brooklyn.
Come on.
And he makes his water,
And
his
it tastes
dough.
delicious.
And he says it's a real pizza. Right there, right then, a shaft of light came upon me. Birds were dancing. Angels were singing. I mounted a unicorn, and I giddy up. And I came up with this idea.
Okay.
And for years, I was looking for investors. I want to open up my own pizzeria. I'm not going to get my New York water. I'm going to get it shipped in from the Vatican. I am going to make my pizza with holy water.
Holy water. Nice.
No one's doing it. And I'm going to call it Jesus Crust.
Oh, that's good. Jesus Crust.
Yeah. And I heard that sign.
Jesus Crusto.
Exactly.
Oh, hey,
Lucy
Luce.
just
What's
walked
up,
in.
girl?
Her dog just walked in. And, you ever heard that saying, oh, it's a little slice of heaven?
Oh, nice. I
Yeah,
like
people
it.
say, but then I started to get a little deeper.
Uh-huh.
Would you like that plain or pepperoni? Oh, see that?
I see what you just did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then be, oh, Chunky, this is great pizza. What's your recipe? None of your business.
None. Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
And all my drivers, my delivery,
Yeah.
they're gonna be driving Jesus Chryslers.
Jesus Chrysler's. Good.
Never got a dime. Never got. Dude, I just
Nothing?
want you to know that was an old routine of mine.
Was it? I
I
loved
just-
it.
Yeah, but my pizza story.
Yeah,
I never
like it.
asked anybody for that
That's
money.
good.
Yeah.
I got a couple good ideas for restaurants and stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, I want to do a vegan restaurant called the Salad Pig. And it's just this giant pig eating a salad. That's the logo.
Okay. All right.
So you get in there, you can have whatever salad
You
you
just won't let
want.
the salad thing go, man.
Yeah.
It's in your DNA, man.
Yeah.
I will toss your salad.
Yeah.
from
Oh, yeah,
here
yeah. Yeah, the
All
Salad
across
Pig.
Dallas.
And then Mulligan's beer I always wanted to do.
Gotta have another.
Yeah, and the commercial would be like, let's say 4 of us are out playing golf, right? And you shank one to the left, not unlike something you may do.
On a regular basis.
And this giant Irish dude with a big red beard comes out of the bushes and he's like, now's a good time for a Mulligan's. And he hands you the beer and you guzzle it and you hit a shot right down the middle.
Dude, it's great.
right? You get a second shot. You get a second chance in life. How does it?
Okay, we're gonna go online and find a beer. There's got to be a restaurant named
Yeah,
Mulligan's.
who wants to do
a
this?
beer? There's got to be a Mulligan's beer.
No, there's not. I want to make. We can get any beer and name it Mulligan's.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so these guys.
Better start, man.
God damn it!
Well, I was in brewing. I brewed my own beer for a while.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I have a little story about that too.
You can go down to these places and you can make them there.
Right.
They supply everything.
Okay,
And,
so you have your little locker.
Yeah,
your little area,
right. And
right.
they store it for you when it's time to bottle. They'll supply you. I think, if I remember correctly, it was down in Manhattan Beach, and I did 22 ounce bottles, and I still have some. And I called it Chunky B Brewing.
Chunky B Brewing.
Chunky B Brewing, some badass beer. And I did a little story,
love it.
in this, in this bottle of Stowe, blah 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 blah. And then I started thinking to myself, even expanding even more than that, Chunky B Brewing and barbecuing.
Ooh,
And
nice.
what you have is a 6-pack of Chunky B Brewing. Attached in the casing of that 6-pack is a jar of barbecue.
I love it.
And-
So it's 5 beers and a barbecue sauce.
No, it's technically 6. Well, however it is,
Yeah.
a case of beer and that barbecue sauce or whatever. But each beer and each barbecue sauce is tailored for what you're cooking. So if you're barbecuing chicken, this beer is brewed accented chicken. If you're doing steak, you go to a different type of brew.
I like it. That's big
and a
thinking there.
different, yeah, and a different type of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Chunky B Brewing and barbecuing.
I love it. Damn.
What-
Damn.
you know
What are we doing here, man?
I know.
We got ideas.
Somebody's going to grab us and say, hey,
Yeah.
because that's how the whole thing Chunky Beware started.
Yeah. We got ideas.
Which is a whole other story that I won't get into. But people, I'm experienced on taking a practical joke to the ninth or whatever you call
Yeah.
it,
Until
degree.
someone cuts you a check.
Yeah. I promoted a fake clothing line, and
Yeah.
some company in New York said, you have no idea what you're doing. Sign this contract.
Yeah.
And they gave me a shitload of money for a couple years.
Yeah.
And then they were like, here's your logo back. I'm like, I'll take it back, but I
Yeah.
moved on.
Yeah.
I'm on stage telling jokes now. I'm doing comedy. To launch anything, you've got to give yourself 75% of your day dedicated to it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Your waking hours, boom. So those are our ideas right there. I think.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you my beer story, which is when I was in high school, I went in a bowling tournament and I won, and the prize was a home brew kit. In high school, I was like 15 years old. So me and my buddies made a batch of this, and they started nicknaming me Homebrew. So I got like 2 cases of this shit, right? And there's sediment, it's beer, and
Sure.
there's a lot of alcohol in this beer. And back in the day, in Miami on Key Biscayne, they used to do this thing called, what was it? Sports with the Stars, something with the Stars, Battle of the Network
Yeah, right,
Superstars.
sure. Yeah, right,
Battle of the Network Superstars. So, and they filmed it on Key Biscayne, and we would take the homebrew out there and sit in our lounge chairs and drink and watch like O.J. Simpson racing, Pete Rose or whatever,
Right,
and
yeah.
it was trippy, man. The beer was really good, and I remember just getting hammered with it in the hot sun, watching these NFL stars race around. It was the weirdest thing.
It's funny because I went to prom. I double dated with Joe Dayton. Joe Dayton, from Anderson High School, and he made his own wine for, I think it was like homecoming.
It
wasn't prom. He and I double dated on homecoming, and he got so drunk off his own wine, he got kicked off the soccer team. And he was like an all freaking American. Whatever Joe
man.
did was,
Damn, dude. Sorry, man.
yeah, I know, but he was fine. But I was double dated with him, and at that age, I could hold my liquor so much more than the average. They didn't even put me in the office.
Oh,
They didn't
you
even pull
weren't
me
even.
in.
Oh, you're not.
No.
No, Chunky wasn't drinking.
No.
Yeah.
We saw him at the dance. He didn't look drunk.
Oh man,
Yeah, crazy.
good times, man.
There's,
Hey, so you still gold mining?
oh man, you had to bring that up.
Well, I mean, when I sometimes, we have our pre-production meetings in the morning. I drop my son off, and then on my way to work, I stop here.
Yeah.
And you're here, and we chat, and I see the equipment out there. Like he's got a sluice box.
I do. I've got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, it's like Snow White and the
Right.
Chunky Dwarfs.
Here's what happens. Okay, if you're like a guy that loves to fish, there's fish in that freaking lake,
Yeah,
but they're not biting on a regular basis.
that's right.
That's what's happening. I'm panning for hope. I've got all the bells and whistles, and
You've got gold fever.
I drive an hour out of Los Angeles up to these beautiful mountains, beautiful river, and it's a great thing. And I see other they're a little shady. They're like people that go up to the mountains and the river, and they stay there for weeks at a time and months at a time, and they're just panning for gold themselves. And so I like going up there because your mind is away. No cell service, and the river. Boom! I don't even bring music.
Right.
All I do is hear the river.
But it's
all day
hard
long.
work, right? Moving
It
rocks
is.
around.
I am in pain like 2 or 3 days, even after. You carry the buckets.
Yeah.
And you take the buckets down to the river, and you go through the sluice, and it's so hard on the body with very little payoff. So I go to YouTube, and I go to the exact location that I go, and there's a couple people that have YouTube shows
Okay, about the gold mining.
about the gold mine
Right.
and the exact locations that I go. So I see the guy. I'm like, hey, dude. And his name's Odd Ryan. Odd Ryan. If you go to YouTube, look up Odd Ryan, and he puts like an 8-minute show like once every week or so.
Right.
And he had me on.
Oh, nice.
So I'm talking podcast shit. And his worst day would be my best day.
What, panning for gold?
Yes.
Oh, because he knows what he's doing?
But I grabbed him and I said, you show me
Show me
exactly
what
what
to do.
I'm doing. And
Right.
I've been up there maybe 15 times.
You're not really sure
I'm
what you're looking for?
I know how to do it now, but
Okay.
I've just gone through the coldest streak that I'm like putting so much effort and time.
Yeah, you're
So-
just coming up empty.
Now I've got a whole bunch of pay dirt up there that I haven't even gone through yet.
Okay.
But you have to, you go through the sluice.
Yeah, you got to go through the sluice. You got to pick the mats.
Right. And I found one of the locals' sluices. Sometimes they just hide them by the river.
Yeah.
So I took this big long sluice.
Yeah.
And I put all my rocks into gravel, but it was so long that it was a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks and gravel still in the sluice. And I put it in a bucket. You take it home to pan.
Yeah.
Right? It was like 70 pounds.
So
I was
how do you get back to the car?
I put it in my
man?
backpack,
Yeah.
right? And then I mounted it to the bicycle because you got to take the bike,
Uh-huh.
as you're biking, hiking, and oh man, and it took me forever, and I'm still in the middle of panic.
And you
but,
got it.
but I'm on the color. I got
Oh,
some specs.
really?
I got some specs.
Okay.
Not bragging.
So wait, did Ron Don tell you what to do?
yeah, Odd Ryan.
Yeah, that's cool. Odd Ryan.
Right.
Yeah, I was
so,
close.
check this out. 5 months ago,
Uh-huh.
I'm up there. And I, started a hole a little off the beaten path.
Right.
And somebody got to the hole and made it deeper. And I don't care.
Oh, it was your spot.
It was, but it's tough to say, no, this is my spot.
Yeah, you
But at
don't
the
have a
same time,
claim.
if someone's like
Exactly,
real uptight about it, you respect it and say, fuck you. I'll go down here.
Right.
But I started this thing and I had, dibs on
Yeah,
it.
you were in there.
And some guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, you're digging in my hole. And I'm like, hey, dude, I want to be honest with you. I've been digging this fucking hole for 6 months.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what, I'll share it with you. Because if I'm sluicing and he's, and he's like, no, that's all right. 5 minutes later, I'm digging and I hear clunk, clunk, clunk. One of my buckets falls into the hole. I look up. It's the dude standing there with a shotgun.
No way. Did this really happen?
Swear to God, not even making it up.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, what's going on? What's going on? He's like, oh, no, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick your thing over. And no, I'm not going to shoot you. He goes, did you really think I'm going to? I'm like, dude, you knocked the thing over. You're bitching about the hole. The thing, then you got a shotgun in your fucking hand.
Right. And now, we're on deliverance right now.
Yeah.
Deliverance is going through your head.
And so I'm like, my buddies are, 100 yards away. They're like, they're not going to fucking believe this. Thank God one of my buddies was coming upriver and saw the guy walk across the river with a shotgun.
Uh-huh.
And then I popped my head back up and he's like, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
So my buddy Reed, who fucking, is a mountain madman himself,
Right.
goes up and says, hey, are you having some issues? He's like, no, I promise you. It
He
was
just
a
had the gun in his hand.
because what they do is they hide shit in the woods.
Yeah.
And he, for some reason, was hiding his shotgun. And he was, I just hit it. I was just coming to get it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, can you imagine getting shot over
Damn,
a
dude.
fucking, you know, you
It's
need,
not your claim.
it was like 1849,
Yeah,
man.
You almost lost
But
that
it's
one.
good. I'm not going to give up because it's great freaking exercise, and it's a joy to get out. You know, it's a meditation of some sort. But let me tell you something. Change the subject.
That's awesome. I mean, it's sort of chasing a dream, and it.
Yeah, I know.
I
gets
don't
me out of
know.
the house.
It's not about making gold, is it? It's
No,
not about
God
finding
no. I
gold.
wouldn't be.
You're just chilling up there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just
yeah. But you're working hard. You're
puffing blunts and.
dude. If you were into that thing, if that's what you need to do, to
Oh,
get
is
through,
that
you go-
right? If that's what
Yeah.
I need to do?
Yeah.
That's what people do. They just go up there and pan for gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, Lucy's trying to get out of the garage of love.
Let me take care of that. You
Yeah.
want to take? I'll take.
But I
care
want
of
to start
that.
telling you about me working with Anthony Anderson. You know Anthony Anderson? Yeah. So I get a phone call from the producers of To Tell the Truth, that game show that's been going on since. I'll take one, Gary. Greenie. So it's been going on since like 1962. Some of the most legendary people have been on To Tell the Truth. So the modern version with Anthony Anderson. So I go there. I'm just filling in. I'm doing 3 days this week, right? Over at CBS.
Telling jokes, right?
Yeah, telling jokes.
Warming
And-
up the crowd.
Warming up the crowd.
Back to your old roots,
Yeah.
man.
And you know what? I actually sat there and I said, be as honest with yourself right now. And what came to my mind was I wouldn't be bummed out if they said, excuse me, we're going to go a different direction. You're fired.
Right. You'd be like, all right, cool. I'll see you
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've never been fired in a half a day. You know, I've replaced people in half days, but I want to let you know, and I don't even know if I told you this. A couple months ago, I was working with Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart,
Oh, you doing that?
and halfway through, they're like, you're not cutting it, dude.
No way.
Oh.
Oh, man, that must have been a blow.
It sucked, even though I didn't want to.
Because it was Snoop, man.
I know, and I think he's the one who pulled the trigger.
Oh, man.
The audio was so messed up in-house, I
Yeah.
could not hear myself
Yeah.
on the monitors.
I'm so bummed because my wife watches that show.
Yeah, the dinner party with
Yeah. She says it's just okay anyway.
dude, it's
It's not good.
I'm not
It
saying
could have
nothing
been a
about
lot
nothing,
better.
but you know, I am a Snoop fan. Okay,
course.
okay, but here's what happened. I was yelling and
DLWG.
I was trying so hard, and I was doing most of my routine off mic because I couldn't even tell if the mic was on or not, and I blew out my voice like in an hour, and it went.
So do you think you were really hot the whole time and you couldn't tell?
I couldn't tell, and at lunch, people came and said, "Hey, dude, your voice is blown. We can barely hear you on mic or off mic. We're just gonna get somebody in."
Whose fault was that?
It was audio house. It's nobody's fault. It's my fault because I let it go. You know, I was like too nervous and I was overachieving. And I'm like, I can get through this and I had him. I had the audience where I wanted. But Snoop was like, you know, this guy fucking sounds like he's, you know, like, and they wouldn't tell me if he pulled the trigger, but he, you know, someone.
You think he did?
Yeah, I think he did
Oh,
too.
man.
But
So
the
Snoop's
dude-
not coming into the garage ever?
He wouldn't remember that.
Ah.
He's not going to remember that. But it was awkward leaving. You know,
Yeah.
and I did get a text from one of the smaller time producers saying it was the biggest mistake they've done.
What, getting rid of you?
Yeah, it was, you know.
Can you go back?
Nah,
Are they already done
Yeah, they're
shooting?
done. But it's really cool doing it To Tell the Truth. Celebrity panel
Right.
at CBS. I ran into some friends I haven't seen since Craig Ferguson days, and it was a great experience. It was a great day, except that, you know, the producers got caught lying to the host because the host, Anthony Anderson, wanted a friend of his to DJ. So, you know, the warm-up guy doesn't have to go over to his phone and do the thing, and a house sound guy. and they found out that it has to be union. The producers, it's got to be union, and they didn't want to pay that rate, so they didn't tell them. They called me and said, no DJ. Well, first of all, they say, we got a DJ. I'm like, great. An hour later, no DJ. I'm like, great. Brought my own music. House sound guy comes up to me and he goes, I've got the same music. You've got the same music. I'll put it through my phone and I'll just conduct a fader and put it in and out. I'm like, that saves me such a hassle. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
And then Anthony Anderson brings these two couples off during a commercial break and they start dancing. And he goes, Atomic Dog, DJ. And
It's like,
yeah. And I got on the mic. I'm like, Anthony, that's not the DJ. He's house sound. He's just doing us a favor.
Right.
He's like,
we don't have a DJ?
what about my guy? What about my DJ? Crickets. And he's like, so we don't have a DJ? 20 minutes later, some little producer comes up to me and says, you're supposed to do the music. I go, I know, but if you're not going to hire a DJ that is a friend of the host, maybe you should let the host know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, it's out of my hands. They
Yeah.
got caught. And, the
And
day
you were
worked out fine.
running. You running camera? Or?
No, I was warming up.
Oh, you're warming up
Oh,
to
yeah.
tell the truth.
I was warming up and I'm there.
Did you make it through that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it was great. And they invited me back for the next three days.
The audio was good.
Yeah, everything went well, but it's Hollywood. It's television. They look you in the eye and swear, dude, you're our guy.
Yeah.
You're our guy.
Oh yeah.
I've been fired from Dr. Phil like 4 times. Seriously,
called
John,
a retard.
Come on, dude. Well, maybe not. Dr. Phil's production, the doctors.
Yeah.
And if they call me tomorrow, I'll go back.
Of course.
Because
Paycheck.
that's a whole. Yeah. But
It's a fun paycheck.
It's more than a paycheck now, because I don't care if it's a gig and you're working with a crew that you love and all that stuff. Boom, it's
Yeah, that's awesome. In this
Yeah.
town, that's the best thing you can.
And people, if
And
you
if it's close to home.
yeah, oh yeah, that's always an awesome thing. So dude, we're just blabbing. Did we
Yeah,
tell?
listen, everything's good. It ain't the end of the world. The sky isn't falling quite yet. You said one thing on the last show. I just want to quickly correct. I've never been a huge Hillary supporter. You said Adler's a huge Hillary supporter to Dan and Green, and I kind of cringed a little bit.
Yeah, my
because
bad.
I'm not really a huge Hillary supporter, although I think she's a better candidate than the one we have now.
Right.
But otherwise, everything's okay.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
I've got some advice for Donald Trump. Donald, listen to me. Okay, you just won the most popular contest in the world. You're the beauty queen. You won it. You're moving to the White House. I swear to God, if I catch you spending any stupid money redoing the White House, because every
Right,
president
doing
is,
faucets
don't
and
start
gold
golding
or-
it up. Don't start getting tacky.
Yeah.
Just get your ass in there. You've got hotels. You've got mansions. You've got enough glitter and gold. Don't fuck with the White House, Trump. All right? And when you get there, do what we call blend and enhance. All right? Don't start pissing on everything. Look at me, America, it's me.
Yeah.
Just blend and enhance. Okay?
Agreed.
I don't want to spend money on some fucking gold fucking
Right, or
chandelier.
giant portraits of your kids.
Yeah. Right.
Fuck that.
But you know what? If I was a big investor, I would invest right now, America.
oil.
Hairspray.
Oil.
Hairspray. How much hairspray is? Boom. That whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. It was funny up here. I lost it. It
was
coming
terrible.
out. You guys, can we put a bow on
Let's
this?
see. We've been
Yeah.
going for 53 minutes, so I think that's plenty, right?
Yeah.
You got anything else? I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I
I'm
just quick shout out to Ryan Sickler, and we're
Yeah.
trying to get Brad Williams on the show, so be patient, people.
Yeah.
We'll get to him.
Yeah, and you do something. If anyone's listening right now, I've been dialing into these two girls. Oh God, Mixed Feelings podcast. Mixed Feelings. You got to check out these two chicks.
Mixed feeling?
Yeah, is that what it is?
It doesn't matter. Don't look it up.
I'm gonna look it up because
We're
these
bringing
girls.
the show down right now.
No. Be a lady
I'm having a
tonight.
mixed feeling about it right now.
Are you? All right.
Yeah.
You know something? Go to check out those girls. Oh, and here's another thing.
Yeah.
Hey, girls, if I could get you to listening to this, I don't know if it's Casey or oh God, I'm spacing on your girls' names. You guys are great singers. that acoustic guitar, that Suicide Moon song you sang. I think I messaged you on Instagram. Keep up the good work. We dig you.
I'd never heard of you, but I'm gonna check you out.
Yeah. They're you know. You think like, okay, what are these chicks gonna blah 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 blah? They got this
They're
thing,
good, right?
Milk, milk and cookies.
We're not the only good podcast out there.
Yeah, and what it did, or what it do podcast.
yeah,
They're good people too. Okay, listen to me. We're gonna wrap it up, and look me in the eye, people. Give me a little single shot. You got a single shot?
Yeah. In 3, 2, go.
Don't get caught up in the bullshit. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Be good to a stranger. Make a stranger smile every once in a while. And say 3 compliments to people you know or you don't know. Tomorrow, everybody say 3 nice things to somebody. All right? I'm tired
I'm going to
of
start
assholes.
right now. Chunky B,
Talk to
thank you very much. It was a fun podcast tonight. Now you go.
Thank you, Gary. I've got a head of lettuce. We're going in that kitchen, and you're going to toss my salad like nobody's business.
Oh, my God. This has really gone ugly.
And I'm going to call you Caesar, and we're from Dallas, and we live on a ranch, but we used to live in 1,000 Islands. My name is Chunky B. That is Gary Adler. Thanks for letting us shoot the shit in the garage of love. Please message me and Gary at 1 Degree of Chunky B on the Facebook.
Yeah. Hit
Hit
us up.
me up on Insto. Hit me
That's
on
right.
Instagram at ChunkyBTV.
At Gary Adler.
And Gary Adler over there. Hit me up on hit us up on YouTube. Let's get this party started. We've got things we want to talk about, and we hope you want to listen. 1 Degree of Chunky B. Be real. Be kind. Be cool. We are OUT.